Hi, I'm Kristofer Gray with Living Well Family Office, and today we're going to talk about the purpose of life. Now, in my journey, I've come to learn that life can be broken into 4 distinct categories: relationship, character, function, and leadership. Sometimes if I've been discouraged or if I'm in a challenging situation, it helps go back to these fundamentals of living. And when you start thinking about the power and importance of relationships, that is the baseline of life itself. Relationship with our Creator, relationship with each other, with our family, with our coworkers, with our children, and beyond. Relationship is the foundation of a fulfilled life. So when I look at how are my relationships doing, it really is a litmus, because I could be on top of the world, very successful, but if my relationships are suffering, then we've got a problem. Think about your relationship with your kids. You're less concerned about what they do or who they become. First and foremost, you just want to have an open relationship with them. Now, I think that relationship on this planet needs to be centered in 4 distinct areas. And that would be a context of love, naturally. And if life is all about love, it's pretty hard to walk that line on this planet without walking in forgiveness. Respect is also very, very important to healthy relationships, that we're respecting one another. Ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen is a tagline that I've seen Ritz-Carlton use. And finally, a spirit of generosity, because it really is better to give than to receive. And the joy that one can find in being generous and walking and living life in a spirit of generosity is a very, very fulfilling life. So once the relationship is solid and grounded, then we move on to character. Character development, becoming a person of royalty. Oftentimes people might ask me, Chris, do you want your children to be rich or do you want them to be whole? Now, the answer to that question is very easy for me to answer. I'm far more interested in my children being whole than them being rich. Now, the money could be good or bad. It's neutral, and I want to see that money stand behind them, that they can be whole people as they pursue character of a statesman or royalty. Someone can very quickly move on to technical expertise, but if they don't have the character that's been forged through walking out the relational aspect of life with love and joy and peace and building patience in their life, really the function doesn't matter so much. So first of all is relationship. Second, I believe, is character. Third in line is function. Now that's what I say most people are interested in right off the bat when you go to a party. Hey, what do you do? What's your name? What do you do? When in fact it's not even a very fulfilling question to ask or answer if you haven't established a baseline of relationship and a trusting character. However, function is very important. I would say understanding what you're called to do and finding that technical craft is very important to a fulfilled life. In my notes here I've said with function, even technical education, training, and apprenticing. So think about my children as I understand their desires, their natural inclinations. I want to see them apprentice and become technical experts at the things that they are passionate about functioning in. The other part of that is really deploying the natural gifts, talents, and passion. It doesn't happen overnight, but as a child becomes very proficient at their craft, very skilled at their function, at that point in time, there's a level of maturity that happens, and we go into the 4th area of the purpose of life, and that's leadership. Sometimes it can be interchanged with multiplication. Now that's really a stage of life where you are stepping into a realm of mentoring others. Really it comes back to stewardship. Stewardship of our time, our talents, our relationships. And in leadership is really when one can step forward in the area of philanthropy. Because as you focus on multiplication and really creating a legacy for your existence, your life, your family, and beyond, philanthropy is a real key to a sustaining influence on this planet. Philanthropy is not just writing checks to random charities. Philanthropy is understanding your core passion and aligning it with your family and your resources to make an impact in the short term, the midterm, and the long term in this life. So philanthropy becomes the very pinnacle of leadership, where you can involve your children in it and really make a lasting footprint for good on this planet.